Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. Today, we are bringing y'all something that has lit the whole world on fire, it seems, and that is Wingspan, designed by Elizabeth Hargrave and published by Stonemaier Games. So, I'm your host, Edward Euler. You guys know these folks.
Jess.
Greg.
All right, so thank you, everybody, joining us live around the world, as well as after the fact. And before we go any further, thank you to our 757 patrons who helped make this possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is awesome to be able to do this. And a special shout out to Christopher Tavares and say, hey, thanks for choosing to support the show and doing what you do with us. So thank you, Christopher. So, Wingspan. Seriously, this has been the buzz of the hobby for a number of months.
Yes.
And Jess and I just got back from the Gathering of Friends last week, and between this and Res Arcana, I think these were the two most played games that I saw across the board. Now, there were a ton of other games, obviously, but yeah, so we thought, you know what, let's go ahead and bring it to y'all.
Yeah.
Greg, you offered to bring your copy of the game and teach it 6-8 weeks ago. Schedules got messed up. Here we are. We finally got around to it. So that said, Greg wants to do the teach, so Greg's going to be teaching today. I will be doing the vanning. I will take the camera down and the chat so that you guys can focus on teach. Not a terribly involved game. If you're watching the show, this is going to all seem very familiar to you, and it should be pretty succinct and to the point. So that said, if y'all are ready, y'all ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Let's do it. Wow, that was very Tone Lokish, wasn't it?
That was very
It really is. By the way, happy Earth Day, everybody.
Yes.
Right? All right, cool. So, Greg, take it away.
All right, so this is Wingspan. In Wingspan, we are all conservationists running our own conservation, trying to attract the best possible birds to our bird sanctuary. And what you see in front of us, each of us have our own bird sanctuary in front of us that has the three areas.
Oh, actually, here. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead. I forgot I'd zoomed in on that. Go ahead.
The forest, the fields, and the fjords. Over here is where the kind of group area is. This is the bird feeder, where we're going to actually get food, and this is all the food dice. There are 6 different faces. The ones you see, plus a double-sided worm seed option. Yeah, and they all represented by those tokens over there. Right here is the main bird display. When we draw birds, we're going to be able to pick from these 3 that are open to the information, and there's always mystery meat.
Which actually is pretty appropriate right now because the birds meet, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
These are objective cards. We start the game with 2 available to us, 1 we're going to choose. There might be options to get more later on. Actually, there's an option right there in front of us. In which case, we'll draw from this deck, and we'll figure it out there. This is the round tracker and another way we score points. Each round, we're going to end with a certain objective in mind, and whoever did the best in each category, we're going to be marking that there. This is the scoreboard, where, as you can see, we're going to score for 6 different criteria. Each bird has scores on it. These bonus cards are going to score stuff. These end game goals are going to score us. As well as eggs that are on birds at the end of the game, food that's on birds at the end of the game, and cards that have been tucked under the birds at the end of the game. And I'll explain that in a little bit. These are our eggs.
Very colorful.
But the colors don't mean anything. They're just very colorful. And they are not, in fact, candy. Even though
they really do look like it, especially having just finished with Easter.
Yeah. And this is the first player token, although...
There we go.
All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to break down the anatomy of the cards.
All right. Now, there we go.
So this is the acorn woodpecker. Each card has the name of the bird in the top right and the scientific name right below it. To the left of that is the location that it can go in, the food that it requires to attract that bird there. Then right below that right there, anytime you see that feather symbol, that means points.
So VPs, got it.
VPs. Below that is the nest type, and I'll go over the different types of nests. Below that is the egg limit. That's how many eggs can go on to the bird. Right there is the wingspan. That's important for other cards. Go into that. And down below is one of the 3 types of active abilities. There are 3 types to consider. Brown, pink, and white. Each of them trigger with different sort of effects. This one, the white one that's on top, that triggers as soon as the card is actually played. The pink one triggers on opponent's turns, and the brown one triggers when you use that bird in the row that it's in. And we'll get on to how that works later.
Pretty cut and dried as far as the cards themselves.
Yep. There are other 2 symbols to look at for the food. The one on the left has that multicolored wheel. It's kind of hard to see at this distance, but that means any food. And the one to the right means no food at all. Also, both of these are unique in that they can go into any of the 3 areas. Then there are the nest types. So we're going to need those 2 as well.
Yep.
There are basically only 4 nest types. The one on the bottom left, that is a basket. That's, basket nest.
Okay.
The one next to it, that's a ground nest. The one below it, that's a perch nest. Then that is a hollowed out tree nest.
Like woodpeckers and such.
Woodpeckers, owls, stuff like that.
Okay.
Now, anytime you see the star symbol, that is a wild nest. What it really means scientifically, I guess, is that they didn't really have anything that fit neatly into the other 4. But for the game's sake, what those mean is that they count as all of the nests.
Cool.
And then some birds, very few of them, have no nest at all.
Easy enough. All right.
Okay. So the next thing to consider, too, is the objective cards.
All right.
You didn't plan this one out well.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So I will go ahead and bring it back in for the objectives. There we go. There we go.
So really, these are pretty straightforward. They're going to have the name of the thing, they're going to tell you what the goal is, and they're going to tell you any rules consideration to keep in mind with this. So this one is birds in your habitat with the fewest birds, 2 points per bird, etc., etc. Ooh, that one's actually very rare. Usually, at the very, very bottom, it will say how many cards in the deck actually work for that goal. So you know when you're picking the card, well...
How hard is it going to be?
Yeah. So those are those 2. Those are pretty straightforward.
All right.
So zoom out, and we can go over each of the 4 different actions.
Well, here, I will show you all the boards real quick. There we go. All right.
So at the very top, it's small to read. It's not as big as the others, but it's probably the most important action in the game. Play a bird. When you play a bird, you're going to have to take into consideration 2 things, the cost and where it can go. So this can only go in the field. And in order to play it, Edward needs to have 3 grain, 3 seeds. Right now he only has 1 seed. Well, he can substitute other food for any other food. And that's what that little symbol there means. So that one means any 2 food can replace 1.
So this, that, and that. So I have all my food to be able to represent those 3 grain.
Yep.
Got it.
And in this instance, that's all he has to pay. Any further bird in that column is going to cost an egg or 2 eggs, as you can see printed at the top. That's playing a bird. If it's a white bird, as you play it, you immediately get that benefit. That's the only time you're going to get that benefit, so make sure it's worth it.
Easy enough.
Yep. The next action is gain food. Now, I missed something. When you do an action, you have to take a cube and put it there.
So we start out with 8 actions.
You start out with 8 actions. So for gain food, you're going to put that cube on the leftmost available space. which is that. And you immediately take the action printed on the board.
Which shows 1 die in this case.
Yes. And what that means is you go over to the bird feeder and you pick one of the available die. You take it out of the bird feeder and you take the associated food. There's no limit to how much food you can have.
Easy enough.
So-
And as we go along,
And the more birds you put out, the better the abilities get. Now, sometimes you'll have an optional action. In this case, he could, no, not that, right below it.
sorry.
You could discard a card from your hand in order to get another die. That's all that means
Okay.
for that one.
All right.
Then, what you're going to do, and this is the same for all 3 rows, you're going to activate the brown powers of all the birds that are in that row. So in this case, boom, he would trigger that. Now this is an optional. You do not ever have to do these, but sometimes it's really good to do them, so you'll figure out when you get to them. All right, the next action to consider is lay eggs. Well, you take the printed eggs that are there, in this case 2, and you put them on your birds.
And color doesn't matter again, it's just for flavor, right?
Just for flavor.
Okay.
Although they aren't flavored. And yeah, all you have to take into consideration here is the egg limit printed on the board, on the card. They can't have more eggs than they're printed. And that one is discard a food to get a 3rd egg. Yeah. The last action.
And again, like you said earlier, it doesn't matter what limit or what row you go in.
Yeah. The last action there is draw bird cards. So for that, draw a bird card. You can either pick one of the 3 that are available or mystery meat. If you have multiple draw actions, you can pick and choose. So one from here, one from here. Sure. These don't refill until the end of your turn though. So if you take that, now those are your available options.
So regardless of how many you draw, they do not refill in between your draws. Got it.
Correct. And those are the 4 main actions. One thing that's good to go over is the bird feeder itself. When the bird feeder is empty,
Or let's say,
we'll go with this.
okay.
When the bird feeder shows die that all have the same face, you have the option, as you're going for them, to re-roll them.
And it's all the dice get re-rolled, correct?
All the dice get re-rolled. Everything in the feeder and everything outside the feeder. And then you pick whatever you're going to pick.
And that can happen in between. If you take multiple foods, you can do that immediately as well.
Yes, so it's not just before you take any food, it's just before you take the next food.
Because each die is an individual action.
Yep. Now, if it's empty, it immediately gets re-rolled, but we'll obviously play that out when it gets to that.
Game plays over.
Gameplay is over 4 rounds. Each round we get fewer and fewer actions because at the end of each round we're going to take the cube and we're going to put it here depending on how well we did.
And we score each of those at the end.
At the very end,
right.
yeah.
Okay. There you
Yep.
go.
And I can go over what each of these do.
Yeah,
and the
that'd be
last thing to consider too before we actually start is how we determine how many cards we start with at the end. At the beginning, not the end. So this first one right here says birds in the water area. That one's straightforward. Whoever has the most birds in the water area gets first, and so forth.
And if tied, what happens?
If tied, we share it.
All right, friendly ties.
Friendly ties. However, it gets worse for the person who didn't get first. So, Jess, sorry, you got second, but in this case, second place is taken over by both Edward and I, so you get third.
Womp womp. Yep.
At the end, Edward and I are going to take first and second. We're going to add them together and split them up.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next one, bowl nest birds
Easy for
with
you to
eggs
say.
in them.
Okay. With any amount of eggs?
Any amount of eggs.
Okay.
A single egg is good enough.
All right.
The third one is number of eggs in cavity nests. And the last one is sets of 3 eggs in the forest, the fields, and the fjords. That means, so a set is, sure. A set is, very simply, that.
Okay, so one or more eggs on each bird is legit.
Well, it has to be, so this is a set. That is not a set. So that's one set.
Correct.
Yeah. So, and now 2 sets.
Understood. Got it. Okay. All right.
All right.
That's pretty much it, isn't it?
That's
The last thing to consider is how we determine the cards that we start with at the beginning of the game.
right.
And how do we determine the cards that we begin the game with?
So there are 2 objective cards. We're all dealt 2. We just pick one, discard the other. These 5 bird cards, we also start with 5 food tokens. Basically, if you want to keep all 5, you're going to have to get rid of all 5 food. For each card you keep, get rid of a food.
Easy enough.
And that's it.
All right.
Then we can play.
All right. Well done.
Oh, at the end of each round also, the first player token rotates. So one of us is going to get to go twice.
All right. Because a 3-player game, 4 rounds. Yeah, makes sense. Checks out. All right. I will move all this up so you guys can actually see my board as well. And now we begin. I will bring chat and the cameras up. Like I said, pretty quick and easy here.
Yeah, I think there was only one question. Are birds in the hand worth anything?
They're worth 2 in the bush, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. I was setting it up. I was going to say it myself, but
I was going to. I didn't know it was coming. I hesitated for just a minute. I was trying to get the other camera to
But
come
like Greg
up
had it. It was good. It was good.
Fair enough, yes.
Although legitimately there is one card that
Oh, one of the
objective cards
Right.
where birds in your hand are actually worth
Or
something.
something. Okay, but otherwise, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll know when you have that card.
All right, cool. So now we're just choosing what
And maybe
we're
we'll
keeping.
know you have that card too if you're hoarding cards.
I did do that one game. I ended up with like 12 cards and no one knew what I was doing. I was like, I get 7 points.
All right, so I will discard this one.
Okay.
Choose yours, JR?
Yeah.
Can you reach?
It was so far.
All right.
I was trying.
All right, so
Yeah, there we go. Looks better.
what? Okay.
Nothing, I'm just-
All right. Okay. Better. All right. Place your bets and over under on
What do I want?
Glory to Rome's. I'm gonna set. This is pretty kind. I'm gonna set the over under on a half for number of Glory to Rome's today. Okay. All right. So we're choosing our birds to start, right? That seems good. We'll keep that one. Great googly moogly, that's expensive.
Yep. Yeah, the expense of the card is usually dictated by the points that they're worth, the nest type they have, the ability they have, and the eggs they have. So if something doesn't have a big ability, but is expensive, it's probably because it has 6 eggs on it, or
All
something
right.
like that.
Okay.
And discards are open information.
Nice. If Jess was playing as blue, we could go with Blue Jay Rex. I
Yes.
like that.
Also, my favorite bird. Blue jay is my favorite bird. What's your favorite bird?
Peregrine Falcon, probably.
'Cause it's
Speed Demon. Yep. But yeah, probably. It's pretty simple, I realize. But you know what? I'm just keeping those 2 birds.
Okay.
Eggs.
And I will get rid of 2 food for doing so. And what am I keeping? I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. We don't need no stinking fish.
Oh, this is
And-
nice.
And let's go and get rid of a rodent.
Oh, this actually was helpful last time.
All right. Cool.
And as soon as Jess is
Oh,
done, we
Oh,
can...
wow. Monty, specific, a glory to Rome from me. I guess I am the one who's most likely to give a glory to Rome. Greg doesn't give a ton of them, and Jess just doesn't. She just straight cusses. So there's that.
No, I have my new mug. It's gonna help.
Oh, yeah. I literally...
So we have to thank. Yeah, we were gifted some mugs.
Yep, so-
Player color, but then it's to remind me to say glory to Rome.
And for me, it's to remember playing better because I don't win.
I think this is going to
to
help. This is going to be a game changer. I'm gonna.
So
say
thank you,
glory to Rome.
and I believe it was James. I
Yes.
believe it was James that sent these. So James,
We will
thank you
be
very
doing
much.
a shout out about that. Yes.
You will definitely be seeing these on future streams as well.
All right, I
right.
want this guy, I think.
All right. And for those that don't know, the Glory to Rome board, since there's a whole lot of folks watching here, the Glory to Rome board, we try and keep it family friendly. So it's from the game Glory to Rome, which is behind Greg. It's whenever somebody plays a Legionnaire card, Rome demands some sort of resource. If you don't have it, you show them your hand and basically you tell them Glory to Rome, basically go fornicate with yourself.
Okay.
So we try and keep it safe for work. And, well,
We try.
most of us try.
I'll get better about it.
She's not even denying.
No, there's nothing to deny there.
All right.
This is the worst. I don't want to get rid of these.
Oh yeah, seriously. These make me want like candy covered chocolate. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't have this affliction.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So here we go, Schwazi.
Schwazi.
All right, J-Rex, you're up.
Concussed into my cup.
That's Paul. All right.
Paul, that is a really good idea.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, that is good, Paul. All right. No, he's just giving me tips.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
Wear a coat when it's cold.
Do that. That's a good thing.
All right.
All right, that lets me... Eggs. No. I need to move up on that. So I'm going to play a bird. Oh, I should have looked at my... Oh, yay, I did. I talked to myself. I forgot to look for my goal in what I was picking, but that's fine for now.
Yeah, they're rabbit droppings. Cadbury eggs.
Rabbit droppings.
Because Cadbury bunny.
Yeah, or Davis has got some eggs.
There you go,
there.
right.
All the animals just have eggs.
It is
It's
Easter. Did you guys notice?
Yes.
All right.
All right, I'm going to play one.
Ian's right. I did not mention that because I always forget it myself. At the end of each round, these three birds
Wipe. Yep. Good call. And do me a favor, grab the rule book just to verify. I want to take a look at one thing. That's it. All right. So you played. What is it?
It is a red-breasted nuthatch. I think that was my grandmother's favorite bird. When activated, gain 1 wheat from the supply and cash it on this card. I assume I can then just use it from the card.
No. So cashing it is, there you go, a point at the end of the game.
Yes.
Oh, so those just sit there and they're a point at the
That's
end of the
actually in the reference. It says as much, so there's that.
Okay.
Yes. No, you're fine. Just
No.
So I didn't mean like duh.
No, I didn't take
It comes with a rule book and it also
It's
comes
in
with a
the
reference book.
An appendix.
There you go. That references everything. So
It has an appendix?
it does.
It has an appendix for every bird card.
It's laid out
Useless,
really,
but
really
no.
well. So.
No, appendix.
Oh. It's extraneous. It is very nice paper.
Nice paper.
Yeah.
All right, I have gone. It is your turn. I will take this. Oh, wow, that is really
You're right.
nice paper.
It's May.
He's not
You're right.
wrong. It's very...
Oh, I know. He really is.
The brown abilities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
No,
what?
yeah.
The
You
re-rolling.
could spill on
yes.
this and it would be fine. Like, this is
Yeah.
like...
Don't, please, but...
I won't. You're still hoping for your
Don't trust
$1,000 on
it.
eBay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's gone already. So I have to spend a seed and a berry. Actually, I'm going to start keeping them over here.
What'd you play?
I played Cassin's Finch.
So nice.
It allows me to draw 2 bonus cards and pick one.
Okay. And you could have chosen the face-up cards as well, right?
Mark,
No.
Really?
These are the bonus cards.
Bonus cards, I apologize. Reading comprehension for the win. All right, while you're choosing, I'm going to go ahead and take my action. I, too, am going to play a bird, the Carolina Wren. And we're going to go ahead and pay a worm. It's an either or. And when played, I draw 2 cards. So, these I can do from the face-up or the mystery meat.
Yes. There were also 2 icons I didn't mention that might come in handy later on. There's that kill icon. It's,
It's
Oh,
for
wow.
predators.
It's for predators.
Or birds of prey.
Birds of prey, yes. And there's also a flocking icon. Those are important for the pink cards, mostly.
We'll choose that and 1 mystery meat. Done, and we agree, Phil. J-Rex, you're up. And obviously, so we start with eight actions for the first round, 7 for the second, 6 for the third, 5 for the fourth. That's really hard to keep those numbers. First round, 8 actions. Second round.
It always catches up to me by the last round. I'm like, all right, now I'm going to do the...
I don't have enough actions. Right.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, from what I heard about the art is most of the birds the Natalia Rojas got,
Nailed it as far as what the bird is and whatever.
Oh, I mean, she had the photo reference that she could work off of.
Yes.
And there's some she had to go off of imagination, I imagine.
Yeah, apparently this is the only card with the wrong art.
Yeah.
And it's one of the first cards played. Sorry.
There's also...
Not on purpose.
There's also one of these that has a typo on it. Well, the typo is birds.
That's funny. Hey, Robert. Well, it's the first time we get the chance to recognize you as watching live for the first time. So welcome, Robert. What'd you play?
Welcome. I played the yellow rumped warbler.
Okay.
That's why I was chuckling over here, because I have the red-breasted nuthatch and the yellow rumped warbler.
All right.
When activated, I can tuck a card from my hand behind this bird.
I'm just picturing the club.
And if I do, I get to draw a card. Now, the ones tucked behind are also worth a point
At the end of the week, yep.
Right?
Yes.
Just going to the club, the birds,
and
going
that-
to the club afterwards.
That right there is the flocking icon. One thing I suggest for tucking, I never tuck them under the bird itself. I usually tuck them like under the portfolio.
Oh.
Just because when your eggs are on them and whatever,
it gets...
it gets messy.
Yeah. All right, Greg.
All right, I'm
Hey, Yoda. What's up?
going to grab... I'm going to grab a seed while it's available.
Doing...
Sorry. Doing the gain food
Right,
action.
yeah.
And put that seed right there. Actually, I'm going to put them over here so they don't get mixed with Edwards. Yeah, is the seed what you wanted?
Apparently. They said one glory to roam from you, so...
It's...
I'm blue-footed booby. I wish there were blue-footed booby.
Is blue-footed booty in the...
Booby.
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 Not booty. But I do have both.
Is it in the...
Oh, I didn't discard an egg, which I don't have.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. You
turn.
can't play that. I wasn't...
I wasn't either.
So I guess
I'm not doing that.
lay eggs is your action you're taking.
Lay eggs will be the action that I'm taking.
So 2 eggs.
And I got to take back up. What did I pay for him? I paid a thing. It doesn't really matter.
Here.
No, I think it was a worm. I did pay a worm.
Okay.
Yay. So place eggs.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right. So now it is now your turn.
So now I'll do that.
Oh, hey. So what'd you play?
Deja vu.
All right.
All right. So
And that'll eat an egg.
Greg.
back to my turn, and I'm going to, once again, gain food from the bird feeder. And I'm going to grab the invertebrate.
I hate you a lot right now.
Yeah, well,
I'm liking this, him coming after you and Wingspan.
I guess.
I'm doing nothing that he's doing, so there's like no, he's not bothering me at all. I'm in my own conservation.
My dilemma right now is, do I go ahead and lay eggs so I can go ahead and give myself a little bit of options, because now I can't play in the woods unless I have eggs. But what I want, obviously, is not there. And if I take one of those, it frees up the ability for whoever next to re-roll. And I really don't feel like being that kind. So let's go and lay eggs. 2 eggs. And this bird is the only bird I can place them on. There are 5. My Carolina Wren can hold 5, so we're good to go. Boom, done. J-Rex, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna
sit in the
gain-
sunshine, Tony.
Food from the bird feeder.
So what I typically do is
Start with that?
Your cube.
place the cube right there.
Okay.
That way, when
And
you
then
work,
go right to left.
So I get 2 things.
Yep.
And I could take 1 and then re-roll. This is gonna get. That doesn't matter. That does. Wait, does this require anything? Oh, a mouse.
a mouse.
Okay, so I'm gonna take. I'm going to take the berry, but now
Okay.
I get to re-roll.
If you wish,
I
all
would
five.
like to. Yay.
Hey, what
Now
you
I'm
want?
gonna
Got a rodent.
The rodent. So now the first one I get to cash, right, because activated in this
Right to
row.
left.
So
You right.
this one goes next.
All right, when activated, tuck a card from your hands behind, and
I guess
you
she's
get to
not
take one.
listening to you. That's okay.
That's okay.
So do
It's
I
her-
have
it's
to
her
take
tableau.
mystery meat, or can I take
No.
any?
Nope, draw a card.
All right. So
Draw a card means
that
draw a card.
one. And then, oh yeah, for the behinds. I kind of like it underneath, but I'll do
No,
it.
whatever you want.
You know, I had heard that the bird was the word.
When, and
Everybody
then I
knows
can-
bird is a word.
gain.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is
He collects a bit of wheat for the
Yes.
winter.
And it goes on the bird?
Yep.
That's what
Oh,
it says, and it's
okay.
1 point at the end.
Whatever it says
Oh,
cash.
okay. I missed that. No, I missed that part. I heard that, but okay.
Ooh, I'm going to draw a card.
Why were you so excited?
So this card's ability is discard 1 egg from any of my other birds to gain 2 food from the supply.
Pretty nice. All right.
So a few birds that I'm immediately like, oh, I'll grab that now.
Well, J-Rex being the team player that I know she always is, I will go ahead and take that, and I will get a vite. Yeah. Fini. Done.
Okay.
Technically, every ability is a may. So if they say may cash, then that's
Do you just move this
No,
over?
it goes all the way over
After you're done.
As
Okay.
you use it.
So I'm going to use that to play this red-shouldered hawk. He's eating a mouse, and he takes an egg. When activated, look at a card from the deck. Okay, so that would be from the deck. If less than 75 centimeter wingspan, tuck it under this card.
Okay. All right. Cool.
cool.
Great.
All right, I'm going to lay some eggs. And then it was your turn.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead, and I was just debating which one to play. I'm gonna play a bird, and everybody in the club getting tips, or just plain wild turkey, because, haha, drink not liquor. Anyway, wild turkey. There we go. So he can be played, or maybe she. I don't know. I don't know if that's male or female, honestly. The bird can be played either in
That's
the
a male.
forest.
He's got the big
Yeah, it's
fancy
plumage.
back.
Plumage.
That's a
okay.
male.
So there you go. So he decided to go into the forest. Could have gone into the prairie. Requires a whole lot of food. So 2 wheat and a berry. No special abilities, but he's worth 8 points. And now, more importantly, I can get 2 food whenever I get food. J-Rex, you're up.
You need cards.
one little tidbit about the turkey. Natalia Rojas said that it was the hardest one for her to draw. To get it just right, all the little feathers, but also the colored pencil she used, white colored pencils, really difficult to work with.
Oh.
Yeah,
So when activated.
but it looks really cool, so.
He's bigger than I would have thought.
Turkey?
Honestly, well, no, because like wild turkeys, as opposed to like farm raised, right? And wild turkeys tend to be much more svelte. So
They're still pretty huge.
yeah, I'm working on it. The
You
paper.
gotta play the cards that you're given.
Brown
So-
effect bird. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He likes those instant effects and getting things. That one even didn't have one.
Nope.
But high
No,
points.
but it's worth 8 points.
All right, I think I'm going to do mystery meat.
And can
I
hold
did
5
draw
eggs.
bird cards. So
Okay, Greg.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Stay on target. I'm gonna play a bird. Toss an egg.
Oh, and
Toss
that
the food.
I should have discarded an egg for doing that. Sorry. Okay. Right. I will go ahead and gain food, so I'm actually going to gain those 2. So a wheat and a berry. Done.
dun dun dun. All right, I'm going to gain food. I'll put it here. I get to take 2 first, which there's only a berry left. I don't know what I want.
You can re-roll before.
I am going to reroll. So, because there's only a berry left, I'll reroll. All right. Interesting. That's a lot of fish.
You know, everybody's got to have fish.
What do I want?
A lot of fish.
Lot of fish. I'm
I
looking.
knew that, actually, Eric. Ben Franklin wanted turkey to be our national bird.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
I know. Turkeys are great.
Wow,
It really
with
should have been.
points.
The world might have been very different if we were less predatory and more calm. Like, okay, turkeys. I like turkeys. So for strategy here, if I took two of these are either or though.
Yes.
So there's not one type left, right?
Right.
Because even though they're 3 wheat, there's also the option of worms.
The way it specifies is that each face has to be the same.
Okay,
And
that
then
makes sense.
these
Counts as
are-
its own unique face.
Yes.
Correct.
That makes sense. I just wanted to check.
Yep.
All right, so, because there is some strategy, and somebody mentioned that in
No,
chat
the-
as well.
the awesome
with
thing about
pulling
turkey
from these,
is-
from what's available here, because what you can re-roll. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say the awesome thing about turkey is they justify eating stuffing, dressing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, and
You
everything
interrupted
else.
my
Yes.
discussion of gameplay to talk about Thanksgiving. Excellent.
So,
right,
yes,
we're gonna
Hello,
get
it's
rid of
food.
this
Have
one.
you met me?
while the bald eagle is
And
base
this one.
value worth 9 points, the turkey can hold more eggs. So at the end of the game, the turkey ends up being worth more.
So let's do. Look at
But also, the American woodcock's worth 9 points too. So
There's that.
it. So if it is less than 75 centimeters, it is tuck
Do
it
we
under
know
this
that?
card. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah,
it's
well,
fine.
we
20
would-
centimeters.
cool.
I
Okay.
can show because it's going to tuck. So, tuck. The next one is tuck a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. Any of those anything I want? I do have something for that. Would help me build up on eggs.
Really? Paul says in northern Washington, turkeys are almost as bad as pigeons. Really?
That would
Would
be
not have
awesome.
guessed that.
Ooh, this guy's really tempting to me.
yeah, 7 points.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And
Eggs.
another warbler.
And another field.
Yeah, which takes care of getting me
Well, and then-
a
hold on.
lot.
Her
All
turn's
right,
not
so that
over.
was that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. The
When
end of her
activated,
turn.
gain 1, so he
There.
caches some more wheat.
Okay. Done. Move your cube. Hey, before you take your turn here, Greg. Cheers, AJ. Welcome. It did change. All right, good. All right. Thank you for the support. Very much appreciate it. So if you guys want to join the herd, don't forget, you can go to pledgehc.com, as you see in the bottom right-hand corner. Support the show. Like and subscribe down below as well, if you guys are enjoying this. All right, Greg, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to gain some food. I'm just going to put it right over here because...
Nothing. Yeah, same as me. I hear you.
So,
Do you go wheat and re-roll, or...
2 fish, because fish are hard to come by, too. Ooh, shoot. Go
Wheat.
with wheat and reroll.
All right. If you do, you want to roll, or you mind if I
No,
do?
go ahead.
Okay. There you go.
Cool. For an invertebrate. And, hey, look at that. Still get the fish.
You get 3.
Oh, I don't get 3. Why do I
Okay.
get 3? Who said I got 3?
Why would you think I got 3? Jeez, nobody gets 3. All right. What I would like to do is that. Can we do? We can do that, and we will. I am wrong one. Going to play a bird. I will discard an egg to be able to do so, and we will go ahead and play the yellow-bellied sapsucker. When activated, gain a worm or an invertebrate, whatever, from the supply. Boom. So that costs a worm. Boom and boom. Done. The turn of the yellow player is complete.
It is. I'm gonna get some eggs.
Welcome to the flock. Well done. I appreciate that. Marlon, well played. Well played. Duke Farms Eagle Camp. All right, nice. There was a bald eagle. Had an eaglet when I lived in Denver, in northeast Denver. There was a grove of trees up there. This is not going to end well, this story, just FYI.
Why? Don't tell the bad story. All right, I'll tell a good one right after.
But it was near the highway.
Lay eggs.
And they had people out there watching the eaglet, bald eagle, and for whatever reason, just being too close to the highway, didn't make it.
That's weird. So at Kennedy Space Center, they have a mated pair of bald eagles that come every year to this big nest that's on your way to go see like shuttle launches and stuff. And they have successfully had eaglets every year.
Nice. Very cool. All right.
A little nicer than the Death
Not arguing.
In middle of the road, I went to hiking the other day and we heard a woodpecker. That's it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
That was very apropos of all of us. You with the dead eaglet, me with like, no, happy joy
And
every
saw
year.
one.
And him with like, saw a bird.
Oh, I didn't even see the bird. I just heard it.
Heard a bird.
Okay.
I heard a bird. Are you sure though? Are you sure? Someone could have just been knocking on a tree. You don't know.
I would have liked to have, Simon, if the cards had played along. We are pathetic.
This is
in
the only
I know we
water bird.
really should have done that, but we didn't.
We didn't.
I totally missed that it was out there.
I
didn't care.
also don't care about 4 points.
So
Honestly, I kept grabbing points here. I'm happy.
I'm
happy
gonna
with my
gain
life
food.
choices.
I am going to. I'm going to take a berry. First off. There. Then I'm going to re-roll. Because I get 2 food.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's less.
Oh, I feel bad now. They're right. My hawk is eating birds. If they're small. Oh.
Boy, to roam to the randomizer. So for my second
Didn't
one,
get what you needed.
not at all. I will take a fish. Because fish.
They said one glory to Rome.
Oh, I'm
By
trying
you.
to appease the peoples.
Yes.
So there, I
Seems
will
right.
get a worm for free.
Gobble, gobble.
And the turn of the yellow player and the round of the yellow player. You know what?
Should you have
Nope.
done that instead?
Nope, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
keeping it. Done.
So now we take a cube, and we all put it in 0.
Because we
Yay!
are terrible human
Yes.
beings and
No,
have no
we're
idea what
awesome.
we're doing.
Oh, now for this is also important. This is a very specific thing, as I know there's going to be people out there. You have to at least have done the thing to get the
points.
thing.
Yes. You don't just all.
Obviously.
That's the,
No, it's not obvious.
Is it not?
No, I agree with this, but
Okay.
so the point we were pointing it out is
yes.
All right, fair
You
enough.
have to have
fair
done the
enough.
thing to get the thing.
because technically we all did come in first.
Fair point. We did, technically, but so end of the round.
The duck?
That's peregrine falcons are not that big.
You know.
It's very disturbing.
Wipe.
Oh, wait, yes.
My original nickname was Jekka Duck, so it's very disturbing to me. A duck?
First player. Token moves.
Ooh. That's awful. Was it a baby? I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I don't want to know any more about this. All right, so that type of nest with an egg.
Yes.
Oh, I should have put my egg somewhere else.
That won't
Pay
matter.
attention to stuff. It won't matter.
I mean, you'll have an action to
You're right.
place your eggs. I am gonna go first, and I am gonna draw. I'm gonna wipe my actions.
Doopy-doopy-doopy-doopy-doop. Up to the top. You gotta make that sound, Greg.
That's awesome. So how y'all doing on a Monday?
Easter Monday at that. Everybody should be hopped up on sugar.
Get it? Hopped up? Well, I appreciate it.
You know what?
I love that you thought that wasn't
Cormac.
intentional.
Yep, fair enough.
You were like, oh.
I'm gonna grab the Osprey because I'm a fan of Aerosmith.
I also have worked on helping produce the Osprey.
Oh, well, the reason
22 Osprey.
I say
Marine Corps and Air Force.
because I'm a fan of Aerosmith is because its ability, when it activates, is all players gain 1 fish. So everybody's got to have fish.
Eat the world. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, I draw terribly and apparently roll equally bad. I need. Oof. Really? So I am going to go ahead and draw a bird card. I'm going to pick up the song sparrow. That looks really, really clever. Plus,
Yep.
you know, there's that.
So you'll note, because the food is variable and because the location is variable, it's worth 0 points.
Yep, but it's flexibility. Engine, right?
Yep.
All right.
Ooh. That's interesting.
Well, of course, the better fish option comes up. Okay, well, you know.
Fish and fish when activated, roll all dice in the bird feeder. Yeah.
Good, Shaz. Happy to help, man.
Oh, these all are so good. All right, I'm going to get a bird card. I'm going to go with...
Boy, that's a tough one. Let me try and see if I can get it.
Oh, that's kind of good.
Cornelius? Welcome. That sounds Eastern European. Where are you from?
That's your turn.
Corn. Where are you from?
Gonna play a bird. Gonna play the Chihuahuan Raven, which seems silly. This counts as my rat.
Yep.
And
checks out.
these are for my randoms. I should have just kept those. Whatever.
There you go. You can have them back.
Yeah, just so I have food over here.
There you go. All right. I am going to play a bird, and I'm going to play. Ooh. You know what? Plan better, Edward. No, this works out. Yeah, I will play a bird. The song sparrow. I can basically pay. He can go anywhere, and can have most any food there, and put him here. When activated, if this bird is to the right of all of the other birds in its habitat, move it to another habitat. So he's going to be a variable bird around for me. So boom, done. J-Rex?
I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this
Croatian.
bird.
All right. Corn is just fine. All right. I tried. All right. I did try.
He is powerful.
I'm working on it, Wolf. I promise.
There's one there.
Yeah,
All right, fine. Okay, so I'm gonna
it is good to get your food engine going a little
Yes.
early, but
spend 2 eggs first of all, and then 1 each of these. All right. 2 eggs to do the indigo bunting, and when activated, I gain 1 worm or berry from the bird feeder if there is one.
All right.
Now I go here.
Yep.
I take.
Where's your cube?
Oh
you
no, I'm
played
not
a
doing
bird.
that. I'm just
Okay,
playing a bird.
got it.
Sorry.
All right. No worries. No worries.
Getting ahead of myself.
Did I
Yeah.
pay for? Oh, I did not. Thank you. So I will pay.
Yeah.
Yep. Good call. Let's see. No, I will pay the berry. Good call.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to get 2 eggs, and I'm going to put them... I'm going to diversify. Because it does matter, because I can't, for this guy, discard his own eggs.
Okay, that makes
So,
sense.
I'm going to discard that, and I'm going to get a fish and a worm. So I don't know what I want yet, but I want to...
All right. While you're thinking about that, I am going to go ahead and lay eggs. So I'm actually going to lay 3 eggs because I get 2 to begin with, and then I can discard a food of my choice to... I will discard the fish, and I will go ahead and put 2 onto there, and 1. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go 1, 1, and 1, like so.
Now, he is currently to the right.
He is, so therefore he is going to get the flock out of here. I has a plan. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, some of those bonus cards are great because,
I don't want you.
especially the ones with the body parts, it specifies what counts as a body part.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So no ambiguity.
Oh, so here. I'm going to get 3. This is interesting. So I could take 2. I don't want to do that.
Oh, hey, Michael. And glad you liked it. Yeah, I thought Greg did a good job.
I think.
Yeah, I saw this
I'm not going to
7 times now.
Oh, you're not?
No,
All right,
I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to take 2 fish
And a verm.
and a worm. I'm leaving that because then I'm going to start activating.
Okay.
And I get the other worm. And I didn't want to chance it.
And now
Okay.
that it's empty, it re-rolls, so Edward can do
No,
that.
it's not empty.
She took that, yes.
Gain 1 from the bird feeder.
Oh, yeah, you are correct.
So you can re-roll.
All right.
And I get a look
Because
at the
sometimes
top
it
card
says
in the deck.
supply, sometimes it says bird feeder.
It
right?
is under 75 centimeters, so my hawk eats it. Sorry.
Nom, 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 nom,
What was he
nom.
too? He was a cedar waxwing. Aw. And then I can tuck this.
It's
and
good
I
if he has
do,
braces, though, so his braces don't
I
rub
draw
on his
1,
cheeks.
which I'm going to draw
Max, wing.
this one. Yep. And then I get to cash a wheat.
Okay. All right.
Did you just warble? Okay, just checking.
It was, what was it that I killed? Yeah, see, it was in homage to the warbler.
I'm going to play a
Warbler
bird.
that is now no more.
It's an osprey. That's it.
All right, well, I did this for a reason. So I am going to gain food. Here we go. Well, I am going to take 2 wheat.
Aye.
And for a third one, I will go ahead and, you know what? A moment. You know what? I will take... I'll take the berry for the third one. And then, here we go. He has the rightmost, so he's gonna,
Vamos.
yep, Vamonos out of there. And he'll go ahead and come down and start helping draw some cards. Really? No. He's gonna go back there. So, when activated, gains a worm. And done. J-Rex, you're up.
I'm going to play a bird. It's this one. Takes 2 fish. And he doesn't require an egg.
What is he?
He is a black skimmer. And when activated, I'll get to roll all the dice not in the bird feeder. And if any are fish, I gain a fish. And
All right.
cash it on this card. So that'll just be a point at the end of the game, not a resource.
Okay. Greg?
I'm going to
Hey, Vince, what's up?
draw a card, and I'm going to discard this guy. No. This guy. To get 2 cards.
All right.
Unfortunately, I do not like either of the cards that are there.
Either or.
Any-
Oh, actually, never mind. I love the killdeer.
Oh, good.
The killdeer's my friend. And I will do mystery poultry. Okay. And then, Osprey. When activated, all players gain 1 fish.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a fish. Hey, Elizabeth.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Glad you could join us.
Yep. Glad you made it. Thank you for stopping by. All right. You're done. Sorry. I'm up.
It is your turn.
I am doing a terrible job of drawing cards. However, so I definitely want to do this, but what order do I want to do it? Yep. All right, I'm going to discard that egg. I think I have a good enough food supply for right now that I can lock him in there, but I'm limited if I do this. You know what?
Oh,
On second thought,
hello,
I am-
Elizabeth.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, isn't that great?
I am not going to do that. Oop. I am actually going to. So this should be my 5th action, right? Yeah. All right. I am going to lay eggs, actually, and I'm going to discard a wheat here. So that's going to be 3 huevos. So we will go 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And here, when activated, there, done. J-Rex, you're up.
I am going to draw bird cards. I get 1. I'm going to take this white-breasted nuthatch. And when activated, roll all dice not in the bird feeder.
If any of them
Gain
come
1.
up fish, you get a fish.
Okay, so
So-
should I remove?
Nope, here, we'll just take those out and go ahead and roll.
Oh,
Or
sure.
does that count?
Nope, because it. That's actually a fair
Fish.
question. Actually,
Yeah.
read what that says.
It says
again.
all the dice that are outside the dice feeder.
If they're
bird feeder.
roll all dice not in the bird feeder.
Right.
If any are fish, gain 1.
I
and
would
count
say any of the ones that were rolled.
It worked out
So,
anyway.
There you go.
So
Cool.
I get
All
a
right.
fish.
Great.
Okay. I'm going to play a bird, and I'm going to play that killdeer I got, because his synergy is great.
How'd that go?
His energy is great.
Synergy.
Synergy,
Synergy.
the way he worked.
Synergy.
Well, and it maybe his chi. He's
Because this
very
is,
happy on a Monday.
when activated, discard 1 egg to draw 2 cards.
That works out really well, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so now I will play a bird. And finally, the Greater Prairie Chicken. So that's 2 wheat and a worm, and that is no huevos. When played, however, draw 2 new bonus cards. Keep 1, because God knows I am failing majestically with this.
Majestic.
And I'm
Yes.
really glad I did not take that, because, so it says,
Oops.
have at least 4 eggs on them. Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, just here. Hold on. Everyone, look down. Look at your own stuff. So, those were my options. We're taking the one on the left. Because, right. Okay. So, there we go. And that goes away. All right, J-Rex. final
I
action.
laid some eggs.
This is the bird card thing I was talking about.
The bird
Okay.
card thing you were
Having
talking
them in your
about?
hand at the end
the-
of the game, making
Right.
them worth points. 3
It's
to 7.
8 plus birds to get 7 points.
8 hands. That is a lot.
What I did is I filled up the water thing,
Right,
and each
and
of
then
them
just, yeah.
was discard a card, draw 2 cards.
Yeah,
discard a
okay,
card.
sure. That makes sense.
So every time I did it, I gained like 10
All right,
cards.
end of the round. So, there we go.
What? No? Everyone has 1 ability left. One
Yeah, I
action
don't.
left.
Meaning, yeah, starting the end of the round. Last
Yeah,
round. Yeah.
that's
what he meant.
exactly what I meant.
Last action of the round.
Good save.
Cover. Thank you.
3 eggs. We'll put. There we go, like that. I'm going to discard this to draw 2 bird cards. No. I'll just draw 2 from the deck. Oh, perfect, because I love both of these.
What's wrong? Why are you freaking
Then
out
I'm going
over
to
here?
discard this to get 2 food from the supply, and now that I have 2 things to consider.
All right, while you're thinking about this, I will go and take my last action, which is I'm going to draw bird cards. So I'll draw 1, I will discard an egg, I'll discard the less colorful egg, and draw 2 cards.
Oh, I was going to do a thing. I can't do that thing. That's fine.
Go ahead.
No, I don't have to.
Oof. All right. You okay?
I'm debating on what I want to do.
2
Hold on.
more
Hold on.
eggs.
Yeah, if an all penguin like mini pack, that'd be great. I would legitimately only
Taking
play
2 mystery, or at least 1
like
mystery.
a penguin version of this
So this end of the round thing is number of eggs on cards that are birds.
with nests,
With
bulb
nests.
nests.
So it's per card, not per,
card.
egg.
So the only person who can get first is you, and the only
Mm-hmm.
person who can
And I will take the Western Meadowlark as well.
Next
get
one.
effect. Second place goes to me and Edward.
Is
Okay.
going to be number of eggs that are on that thing. So I'm going to build up for the next one because I've already maxed this. I'm going to get 2 eggs, and I'm going to put them on the crevice guy. Crevasse.
Crevasse.
All right, now that's the end of the round.
Yes. I have already scored us accordingly.
Yes.
Because you have 1, I have 1, Jess has.
J-Rex. That was what I was grumbling about.
2.
So Jess gets 5, and we get a point at the end of the game.
You know what that's better than?
0.
No points. So, oh, by the way, hold on. One thing I forgot to do here is when activated, if it's far right,
You don't have to do it. Yeah, I was
That's interesting. Do you want to?
the fact that he did the
Oh,
Americans.
but you don't have to pay the eggs, so that's cool.
Alex.
there we go. Done. All right, final answer. All right, wipe the cards.
Alexander referred to a meme.
Oh,
Look at
All right, what do we got?
those chickens. Oh,
Eastern Screech Owl,
such a good bird.
Double Crest.
These are good birds. I mean, I don't know about the cards. The birds are good.
All right.
Oh, and first, elephant goes to you.
good.
Correct. I draw terribly, by the way.
You're lamenting your life in this game. I'm just
I am
enjoying
not
the
doing well in
pretty
this.
birds.
Oh,
It's
I'm
all
enjoying it.
great.
It's pretty, but just playing terribly. You know what? It's very anticlimactic, but I'm going to take Bewix Ren and done.
Oh,
That's a terrible action for one of my
I don't
actions,
want to
but boom,
have
done.
that in my
Oh,
hand.
barn owl. A couple owls out there. All right.
Yeah. Owls are great. People who don't like owls, I don't like you.
Yeah, this is the first time.
What?
This
What
is the first
happened
time I've
there?
seen one
Sure.
of these come out, and I
Okay,
really
I
like
wanna
the
do that.
flexibility that it gives.
I had 3 in one game once.
That
So I
seems
really
good.
wanna
It's
just grab
awkward.
a thing.
Because you're just like,
All right.
Now I have 2.
So I want to go down here. No. Draw a bird card. I don't.
Care for an owl?
Probably
Cormorant?
him and his mouse. Have you ever dissected owl poop?
yes.
Me too.
It's great.
fun.
There's little bones and stuff in it.
Yeah.
I haven't.
And it's all fuzzy because they don't poop. They puke.
Okay. As you do. So no. Oh, when I worked aviation,
I gotta roll.
the last place I worked before I started
Just
doing the
these.
show full time.
Do this.
No. Nope.
Fish.
All right. So these come out,
Why?
right?
Yeah,
Or
those
do
come
they
back
stay?
out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pull them. Thank you.
He worked for a bird of prey sanctuary, for like owls and eagles.
Birds of prey?
Yeah. And so he brought them in, some of them a couple of times,
Yeah.
and that was amazing to see. Some of these birds are majestic
No, they're really pretty.
and terrifying
Yeah.
in a way that you see the size of their talons.
Yeah.
So what was it? The Staircase? I think it was. The show on Netflix is about a guy who was accused and convicted of murdering his wife, but there is some legit reason to believe that she was killed by an owl.
What? So dark.
I think it was the very first
turn, by the
episode.
way.
I know. The very first episode of Criminal, the podcast, which is one of my favorite.
Okay.
Anyway,
Very.
amazing. Yeah,
Sure.
really cool story, I thought. Anyway, moving on. You people need to. You're not going to help me, are you?
No. Not this turn. Not next turn either, but definitely not this turn.
Okay. Oh, why not me?
Everybody's got. Oh, that's so cool, Elizabeth.
My friend started. Yeah, I really enjoy dissecting the owl pellets. We have a lot of Audubon sanctuaries up here, and they do that as part of their camping nights and stuff. And yeah, it's really fun.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play a bird. Yep. Costs 1 egg. Going to play the Western Meadowlark, and I'm going to pay a worm and 2 fish, which counts as a wheat. And when activated, all players lay 1 egg on, I don't know the type of nest that is. That might be on the ground.
Is it for sure ground?
Yes, it's that.
Yep.
Okay, and then I can lay an additional egg on that. So done.
I'm going to
T-Rex?
play a bird. It is going to go here. It is going to cost me 2 eggs and a worm. And it is a white-breasted nuthatch. So now, yeah, that's it. So now I have filled up my woodlands.
You have, but now you can draw potentially up to 4 food.
Up to 4
every
food,
turn.
but I also get some because of my activations.
Yeah.
So.
Which, that's a lot of food.
Uh-huh.
So, reminding me of the Audubon Society existing. You know how Stonemaier does the Automa in their
Yes.
games?
Mm-hmm.
In this game, the Automa is called the Automabon Society.
It's funny. I appreciate the pun.
Just remembered that.
Yeah, I definitely I think it was the first episode of Criminal. It was fascinating to hear about this. That there were, in the wound in her head, that there were micro feathers found that are from owl feet.
I'm going to play a bird.
Anyway, I thought it was interesting. I really
It is.
did.
It is. And
Yeah, sorry it's dark today, guys.
I'm
All right.
squeamish, that's all. You just,
All right,
yeah.
sorry.
discarding 2 fish to do that, and an egg. And this
Go ahead, keep going.
This guy, when activated, discard a fish to tuck 2 cards from the deck behind this bird.
All right. Wolf brings up a really good point. Birds of prey always look at you like you just offended their mother. Yeah. That is so true. An owl will look at you like, really?
No, but the babies,
Well,
they have big eyes and they're just like,
Because and their
I don't
eyes
know.
don't
I think
move.
you're seeing it. You're
But
getting
I
nervous.
actually said, well, yeah.
The baby owls, they're so like, they're
Oh,
adorable.
wait, I'm sorry. How'd that go? All right. Thank you.
They're amazing.
You people really are not
Alligator farm in
cooperating.
Florida. I've been to a couple alligator farms in Florida, but there's also the Bush Sanctuary in Florida that I've been to, and there's lots of birds that are being
laying eggs.
rehabilitated there. It's really awesome to visit.
So I'm laying a total of 4 eggs. 2, 3, 4.
And they have
Actually,
alligators.
it's going to be a total of 6 eggs here momentarily. So, okay. So I'm laying 4 eggs because I'm getting rid of that. So we will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, when activated, all players lay 1 egg on only one of their land
Ground nest.
ground nest birds.
I have no ground. Oh, I do. One egg.
And then I get to lay an additional one on a different one ground nest bird, and I will go ahead and
Fill up the
turkey it up. And he is not furthest to the right, so he is now camped, the song sparrow. Done. Okay.
I'm going to gain food.
Vincent, I call foul.
Ha ha ha.
Sleep well, Vince. Thanks for coming by, and I cannot wait to see your copy of Indonesia at HeavyCon. He's print and playing 2 custom copies of games that he's going to be offering up in the
take-
virtual flea market for HeavyCon.
Nice.
That are like heirloom quality. He said that legitimately. So yeah.
Now I get to re-roll everything.
Oh, that looks really good.
That's better. All right.
So I want to leave. Do I want a worm? Probably a worm.
And mice
No,
mice
I don't need
vision.
Any of those.
Very good.
Owls.
Okay, I'm going to leave
Stellar.
this. So my next 2
Well, at
are
night.
going to be. I don't like what's out there. A wheat. Maybe another mouse. I'll take the wheat. And I'll take. But that doesn't leave 1 die fish. Well, that doesn't matter. Okay, I'll take the mouse.
Okay.
And so that's
Moving
my
along.
3. And then I'm going to move. Gain 1 from the supply and cash it on this card. That's just from the supply.
Yep.
Gain 1 worm or berry, if there is one. There
it
is.
is.
And it's, I pull
Bear.
it, so I'm going to take a berry.
Because the one you don't have.
Yeah. Look at the card. Let's see.
Your cube along.
Yeah, it's a little one.
It's a little one. A little ash-throated flycatcher. Gets
No,
eaten,
hold on. Was.
Gets eaten by the hawk. I understand. I was, tuck a card from your hand behind this. If you do, draw a card. Let's see what I want. I don't want any of those, so I'm going to go for mystery meat.
My little chickadee.
Okay. And then... Game
Memorial
1
Day weekend, Mark.
from the supply. And cash it on this card.
May 23rd through the 26th.
That's that.
Done? All right, Greg, before you take your turn real quick. I like this. Hey, Corn, welcome from Croatia. Cheers.
Oh, from Croatia? Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. All right, Greg, you're up.
Okay.
Flock of seagulls.
I had some considerations.
If my hair was longer, I could do the whole.
I'm going to get 3 eggs, but I'm just going to place one of them because I'm burning the other 2.
It's dark.
Yeah, I know. But
cold.
discarding the first one to draw
Night is full of terrors.
2 cards. Two. I will take this bad boy. Oh, no, I won't. I will not take that bad boy. Yeah, let me grab 2 from the top. Oh, I see what he was saying before. This one says you may cash it on this card. So this one's different.
You could either cash it or take it.
Yep.
Yep. Points or
Mine
food.
say and cash, so
Yep.
I've been doing that right.
Not what I wanted, but that's okay. And but now that I see what I have, will I do that? Will I do that?
I mean, you're lamenting your life over here, but you're doing a lot of
You know
looking
what?
at other people's
I'm gonna
playbook,
actually take
maybe.
that second egg. I'm
Make
not
sure
gonna
you're-
throw it away. It is your go.
So it's
Oh, there
egg
is so much I
and
want to do this
crevices.
turn. This one turn, can I take all 3 actions?
So you have 3 in crevices.
Please? No?
No.
Greg, can I clarify the last one? So in round 4,
Mm-hmm.
it's sets of 3 in those areas. Do they all have to be in one card, or just sets of 3 in those areas?
So my understanding has always been like this is a set. Because it's sets of 3.
Not how I was seeing it, but I see what you're saying.
But that is why
All right, while you guys
Handy
think that
dandy
over.
appendix. I'm going to have you look at that.
it's
I'm going to
either-
gain some food, so I am going to discard the Incan Dove, or Inca Dove, and get 3 food.
It is 1 in each.
Okay.
And
I should probably get into there.
I'm going to go ahead and take a wheat. And you know what? I'm going to take a worm as well. I'm okay with that. And re-roll for my 3rd one. And the 3rd one is going to be a wheat. Then I gain a worm from the supply. And done. J-Rex, you're up.
I'm going to get eggs.
Yep, Elizabeth confirmed. 1 egg in each habitat equals 1 set. There you go. Done? Mm-hmm. Greg?
Cool. I'm going to first spend a berry and an egg to play the downy woodpecker. When played, I can play a 2nd bird in my forest. Pay its normal cost. Pay a worm and 2 eggs.
Checks out.
And this one, when activated, gain 1 from the supply and cash it on this card. Little late in the game to start that, but you know.
Right.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to play a bird. It's going to be free, egg-wise. Can be in any habitat. It's going to be 2 worms and a wheat. Stop me if you've heard this before. The Bewix Wren is, if the bird is to the right of all other birds in a habitat, move it to another habitat. Boom, done. J-Rex, you're up. Oh,
I need a card.
good call. Thank you, Chemijin.
Raw bird cards. Oh, I'm only going to get to roll 1. Meh.
Louise, you guys are on the ball. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to get a bird card.
All right. Done. Greg?
No,
Oh,
not
sorry.
done.
I
Give me a second,
apologize.
please.
I
I only
apologize.
have to roll this one, so nope, not a fish.
Gotcha. Done?
Now I am done.
All right,
yes.
before we go any further, you guys are going to working on my tattoo here. I appreciate it. Wolf,
Yes.
welcome.
Tattoo.
Cheers. Thank
the
you
new
for the
people-
support, Wolf.
At 1,000 patrons, you can get a Davis tattoo.
I do. I said that way early on when we were down below.
There's
like,
nothing wrong. I'm
250 or
glad you
so.
did.
No,
This is a really exciting thing.
So all of my tattoos that I have signify important things that happen
and
in
parts of your life, yeah.
So,
As
makes
most people,
sense.
I imagine.
There you go. Greg, you're up.
Yep, I'm going to get 3 food from the thing. I'm going to grab these 2 rodents.
Okay, and
Oh, my first rodents of the game. And then I'm going to re-roll all available
Okay.
to grab my 3rd.
what are you looking for?
Stuff.
Hopefully them to make it in there. There we go.
And
Well, you got 3/5 of a choice.
grab that for a worm.
Okay.
Because now I gain a thing from the supply, please.
Which
seed,
one?
Seed.
Seed?
Yep, for my mountain chickadee.
Okay.
And is it from supply,
Supply.
you said? Sorry. Okay. Done?
Done.
And what is the round 3 bonus one?
The number of eggs in that nest type, cavity nest.
Okay. That's what I thought. So, there. I'll spend the food. I'm getting 6 more eggs. But it's going to be a total of 4 there to start. Okay. So, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then here, everybody gets a ground nest. You guys can place 1 egg. I get to place 2 on ground nests. There and there. It's a colorful turkey. And nope. And done. And done. J-Rex?
7. All right, so you have 7 in crevices.
2, 4. Yep, checks out. 7.
3, 4. So I can get to 6. So you have gotten first place there.
Yep.
And you have nut stuff. That's fine. I'll take second place, but I'm not going to worry about placing more.
Yeah.
So
Whereas I have to place 1 to be considered for 3rd.
right, and you were. Oh, you have one more thing, right?
Yeah, and
Forgot.
but I'm not worried about it. That's why I like these guys being here, because like, oh no, I need eggs.
But you're probably 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't match you. I can't beat
You
Edward.
can do 3, right? So you can get. All right, that's fine. Just in making sure, I should not do that. So I'm going to play a bird. I'm going to play it here. I'm going to spend a wheat and a berry. And I have a house finch.
Yeah, no, Corn. No Game of Thrones spoilers, sorry. No. But there's actually a thread in the Heavy Cardboard Slack where spoilers are allowed in that thread only. We've yet to have to moderate anything in Slack ever.
Although-
Don't want to have to
although
start on that.
Got close last night. I mean, I'm not a mod, but if I was, I would have been like,
Yeah, apparently I must have missed it, so don't worry about it. Keep going.
All right, so single egg on
Hey, Ashburn.
cavity guy.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to discard an egg to draw 2 cards. Top deck is
I hear cards are good and important.
Ooh. And then I'm going to discard for food. I'm going to get... Oh, this is tough.
Oh, that's cute, Elizabeth. How's
Oh,
Finn?
nice.
I'm going to get 2 berries.
And done.
And done.
End of the round. Here you go. And say bye to Stiller's J. That makes me sad. I planned poorly. Tony, ready with the band hammer for spoilers for Game of Thrones. So this is the first show ever in history that I have actually been keeping up with in real time and not after the fact. So it's kind of cool to follow along with the world on this. It's been an enjoyable thing. All right, J-Rex, final round.
Yes, it is. I don't really need that anymore.
Mission
But it's
accomplished then,
points.
Sam. We want to get match up people with games that they will enjoy, and if this isn't a good fit, then we've hopefully helped.
I am going
Works
to
both directions.
lay eggs, so I can get a resource to get another egg. So
Give up a resource.
Give up a
yes.
resource. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. I really like to do that, so I'm gonna get rid of a worm. Take 3 eggs. 2 are gonna go on here. Actually, 3 are gonna go on here. Okay. And then when activated, tuck a card from your hand behind this card if you do draw a card. I did the thing.
All right, Greg.
All right, I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just write that out to the end. Yeah, I'll do that first. So I'm going to play bird here.
Oh, Eric has a cockatoo on his shoulder as he types.
Oh, nice.
What kind of cockatoo?
I'll do
Is this
that.
umbrella cockatoos? I used to have a mullican cockatoo. That was a mistake. It is the loudest bird on the planet. I didn't know that. I'm not kidding.
I'm glad you learned that before I met you.
I was only fostering it. I was trying to help out
Done.
a rescue organization and a friend of mine who neglected to tell me it was the loudest bird on the planet when she asked if I wanted to foster it.
All right, so I'm going to take the northern mockingbird and I will draw some mystery meat and done, so I will refill. And we have a dark-eyed Junco. Ooh.
Okay. I do not have the resources I want. So I'm going to get resources. I'm going to get these 2 to start, and that'll let me reroll. So I'm going to get a worm and a wheat. And then I'm going to reroll everything. Ah!
Just set that in there. That's fine.
Cute little birdhouse. Darn it! Not what I wanted. Oh, really, that's painful.
Eric says, umbrella, don't ever get a cockatoo, lifetime commitment.
It is, and luckily I didn't adopt it. Shoot!
Good to know.
So, that is really not what I wanted. I get to take that from the bird feeder. Fine.
For Jess, the draw pile truly is mystery meat. Really is, because depending on the size, it becomes meat for you.
Yeah, no, it is, and we're about to
Right.
do that. Okay, so I'm going to take... Oh, no, I want to leave that because that allows me to get one. So
That's exactly what I'm debating right now, Temujin, with it being the last round. That's
I don't
the
want to
exact
use-
issue
that's
I'm
fine.
running into.
Take this, and then gain 1 from the supply and cash it on this card. Gain 1 if there's there. There is, so I'll take it. When activated, look, so here's the mystery meat. It is under, I'm eating a snowy egret, or my hawk.
What size does it have to be?
Under Oh no, under 75. Sorry, I thought it was.
Okay, I
120.
was like, holy cow,
My bad.
that thing is
the
a
hog
monster.
cannot eat this. This is the first one it couldn't eat, so that goes.
I was like, wow.
I was looking at its size
You're
for
right.
this
Yeah,
one,
yeah. Sure.
but it's not under. It's not under 75 centimeters, so that one goes away. Then tuck a card from your hand. I will, and I get to draw a card. So what do I want to draw? This does help me actually, because I want to place there. So it's going to be that one. I'm going to go for the woodpecker. And then gain a wheat and cache it.
That it?
That is it.
All right, refill. All right, Greg.
Lay eggs. I'm gonna take 3 eggs. I'm gonna put them out on the board. 1, 2, 3. But I'm gonna chuck this one away for 2 things from the supply. And I think one of those things is going to be an invertebrate. Oh, I have them. And a fish. For both of them.
All right, so next action is going to be get some food and what do we do here? So I'm going to take I have a bit of a dilemma right now. I'll take the fish there, then I'm going to re-roll. If I can get the dice, Jess, please.
I'm sure. Here's the other two.
Thank you. Oops. Oh, I'm terrible. Okay, well, I'll get that as a worm, and I will get there, then I will get another worm with that, and done. And just before you take your turn,
Goodness.
I
Yay,
am
best
really
day ever.
enjoying this. Awesome. So, Lord Macab, cheers. Thank you. Thank you very much for the support. Really appreciate it. Cheers. All right, J-Rex,
the
you're up.
cockatiel.
All right.
Weren't you going to sleep, Tony?
No, I was... Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Hours ago.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm gonna
Birds
do
are
this.
silly creatures.
I'm gonna
I like
pay
them.
an egg
But they're very silly.
to play this card. So I'm playing a bird. Sorry, don't place it down there. And 1 wheat, 1 worm, and 1 of anything, which is going to be a mouse. And I have a red-headed woodpecker. When activated, I gain wheat from the bird feeder if available and cash it on this card.
All right, Greg.
Cool. I'm going to play bird. I think it might be my last bird play for the game. Do that, that, and that. There we go.
All right, I too, for the last time, will play a bird. I'm going to discard 2 eggs to be able to do so. It's going to be the northern mockingbird, and it's going to be 1 worm and 2 others, which equal a berry. And when activated, repeat a brown power on 1 other bird in this habitat. There we go, done.
That's going to be good.
Yep. I wonder what these last 2 actions are going to be. Okay, Jess?
Could be anything. Did you discard a card for 3 food?
Oh, okay. Tony's enjoying the sunshine. I apologize. My bad.
Wouldn't be bad. Do that.
Well, no, but someone said bye Tony earlier.
And then
I
get
didn't-
3.
I did not, Paul, I did not discard a card for 3 food because I got 2 here, and then this card got
I
me
can only max
a
get
worm from the supply.
there.
And technically, that should still be there because it's from the
If I do
supply.
it twice,
Reading comprehension for the win.
I can get to 4. So I should
Rasp and
probably just do that twice.
Krilla. Rasp and Krilla.
Go, break your tongue.
Put
Raspa and Krilla?
more.
Yeah, that.
That one's
I'm
not
sure.
so hard.
I'm sure. It's probably like,
Krilla.
or it's like Växjö in Sweden. That town is not. It doesn't look anything like Växjö, and it's probably similar to that. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of Russian characters that look like English characters, but are
Not at all
pronounced.
pronounced that way, right?
2, 3.
So what do you do?
I'm trying to decide whether it's better to, because we have 2 turns left. I'm trying to decide if it's better to just lay eggs twice or try to get some cards so I can use this activation and get a few points from that. Because you have 1 card in your hand.
I do. I
You
have.
currently have 2 sets of eggs in the 3 different habitats.
I guarantee there's going to be more.
This can only take 1 more, which means you'll get to 3.
Correct.
And I can get to 3 just by doing this, so
Correct.
we tie.
Yeah.
So even though there'll be more, it doesn't matter if you have a plethora of eggs up there for the end
Heavy.
game.
Yes.
Scoring, so that's what I'm looking at, because you can't just go do eggs and play a card and do all
But
of
eggs
that.
are points too.
Yes, so you're still going to make points. I'm more looking for how we're going to compare for most eggs in
Sure.
those.
Birds are friends, not food.
What? Okay.
Have not been to Fenway yet.
So I could take
It
those.
will happen this year, though.
That's only going to give me 1 point. But that gives me points, so that would give me a point. That would give me a point. All right, so I'm going to start with, this may be a mistake, but I'm going to start with getting cards.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter what I get because I'm going to eat them.
Did you see the wry little smile on her face when she said that too? I'm
Gain 1
just
from the
saying.
bird feeder if available. There's not. That stinks, but that's fine. I can roll the dice not in the bird
1.
feeder, which is 1. Come on, fish. Yay!
Yay!
Right.
The one time. Oh,
Hey,
second
the last time I
That's
didn't
it.
do it. No, I didn't do it the last time with the 1, but I got a point. I'm happy with my point.
All right, egret.
Great egret.
The
All right.
great egret. There's a
Greg?
lot of those around here. In fact, on the Lake Hugh, there's a great egret. You can go see him if we go kayaking.
Laying eggs.
I'm thinking though, because oh, and then I won't have a set. Okay. In that case, there we go.
Done?
Done.
Actions?
I opt not to do either of them.
Okay, so I am going to lay eggs.
That's fair.
So we're getting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then repeat a brown power on one other. So I'm going to do this twice. You each get 1 or 2 eggs total on ground nests. I get a total of 4. So 1, 2.
Which ones are ground nest?
That
one?
Yep.
2 eggs total?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, in that case, I should have discarded an egg.
Oh, I don't have.
Done.
Oh, mine's full. That's upsetting.
Oh, that is delicious.
Don't have
I'm
any
done.
stars?
You're not nice. It's
Go
funny
ahead.
because you always complain I'm mean at games and you're way worse. All right, here we go. I'm going to do 2 and I'm going to discard 1
For 3 eggs.
for 3 eggs.
Very colorful.
And let's see. So I definitely want to do
That hawk is obese. He's been eating so well.
And it doesn't matter really because I'm only going to get to 3.
You're only going to get to 3?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you, Edward.
Nice. Because you gave him the 2.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you just
But
gave
it
him the...
nets me more points, so.
Thanks.
More importantly,
my
it
bad.
takes points away from Jess.
Yes, it does.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that. I was
Oh,
just-
and I did this tuck a
Because
card
either way, I was getting 3
and draw a
points.
card. So tuck a card and draw a card.
All right, and my last action,
Take the egret.
I'm getting eggs. So, getting 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Then everybody can get 2 on ground nests, which I can only get 1. Actually, I'd be able to get 4. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So I get 1 there, and then 1 there, and then I can repeat it. Can't get 1, but I can get 1.
Yeah, it's full.
It's a total. Oh, everything's full.
Yeah.
I am terrible. Oh, well.
But I'll take the
Yeah.
extra 2 points.
All right, Jess. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yep.
So we go into final scoring. Let me have the score pad, please.
Go, and let me see your cube.
Wait, do I 3? No, I don't.
Oh, wait, are we all tied?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're all tied now.
Oh.
All right, so points on birds, y'all. So go ahead, Jess. What do you have? Hey, David.
10, 13, 15, 16, 19, 21, 26.
26 for Jess. Greg.
Hold on, I already screwed up the mess, so I gotta do it again. $47.
For birds?
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
birds.
Just birds. That's what I focused on.
Wow. All right, 26 for Jess, 47 for Greg, 25 for me. Bonus cards. I am terrible at these. So birds named after a person. 2 per bird.
1.
Yep. So there's 2 for that one. And then have at least 1 egg on them. I only have 8. I'm terrible at this, so I get a total of 4 points. Jess?
Birds with body parts in their names.
I figured that was, I noticed the
7
trend.
points.
All right, so 7. Greg?
So I screwed up both of these by 1.
Always good to hear.
Yep, so I got a total of 6 points.
All right. End of round goals.
I had 14 if I'd done it right.
So we have nothing on the first. So here, Jess, what do you have?
So zero there.
Jess?
Yep, and then she has 5 there, 3 there, and
2.
well, no, 7 plus 4 plus 3 is 14 divided by 3.
4
That's
points
4.
each.
4 points each.
So that was
So
4
4.
plus.
5 plus 3,
12.
12.
Greg?
I have 1.
4. Okay.
Yeah, 4, 5, 7 total.
And me?
You have 1, 7, 11 total.
And eggs. Jess, how many eggs you have?
11.
Greg?
11.
3, 8, 11,
15.
15, and so 21, 23, 26. Made up some difference. Food on cards. Hold on, and tuck cards. Let me go ahead and take care of that for me. Okay, done. Jess.
I have 7, 8, 9 for food on cards.
Well done. And tuck cards.
10.
That is one amazingly well-fed bird. Good job.
Well, some of them are flunked.
Yeah.
Still.
What have you?
I got 1 food,
And tuck cards.
0.
Okay. So, good teacher. That's going to be 30, 40. You know what? We'll switch it over here. There we go.
Yep.
So, what do we got? You guys can math along with me. 30, 41, 66. Greg is 53, 60, 71, 72. Leader in the clubhouse. J-Rex, you're looking at 20, 30, 40, 49, 55, 75. To the surprise of no one, J-Rex wins. Greg second in hashtag. Oh, wait, no, I didn't teach. I just sucked. All right, so Wingspan. Start on that side of the room. What do you
Yeah.
think?
So I like birds.
I
They
like
taste delicious.
I'm
I
not
agree.
afraid of
Okay,
birds.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thematically, this game is great. It soars all over the place in a bunch of different places. Gameplay-wise, I find that it stagnates in a little areas, but I think that I like playing it so much that I don't care that it's not thrilling. This is probably one of the only games in my collection that I will play just to play. I don't care if I win. Because more often than not, if I play to win, I'm going to be fighting the RNG too hard in this game, which is really rough to deal with. And it's just better to just enjoy the game, look at the pretty cards, and talk about birds while you're playing. I do enjoy the game that's there. I just don't think it's... I think the randomness, if you're trying to play it too hard, is going to bog you down.
Okay. How about you?
I just have to say that Montauk was spot on with 1 GTR from you and a win from me. That was exactly what he predicted. So well
That's
done
impressive.
on that. That was impressive.
Fist bump.
So
Okay.
I'm liking it more the more times I play. I think I'm seeing more in it, like more strategies that I can take and things that I could do. The first time I played, I felt like I got to the end, and that last round I was just making eggs because it seemed like points. But this time I got to kind of see the nuance of those activations that you can do and how those can work together, and I really tried to focus on getting those to kind of spin off of each other so that my turns were churning points. So that was interesting. Of course, I also feel like this theme, it's gained such traction. So many people are interested in this, that it is good for the hobby, and that people who aren't necessarily gamers are like, oh, I like birds, I like nature. You can kind of bring in family members or people who you want to play games with that maybe weren't interested. And I think that's always a boon, because that's probably the number one question I get as a female is, how do I get this person or that person to play games? Which my answer is always, don't leave them alone, don't force them. But this is a good way to kind of introduce it if they're at all interested. I think this theme is going to grab a lot of people. So I like the theme. The production quality is insane. This little house, it's a little fiddly, but I love it. I still want to roll them through this little house. It's adorable. It has great table presence. These are huge but gorgeous, and they didn't have to do this in production, right? Like, they could have just had you laying it out, but this looks beautiful on the table. So yeah, that's what I think of it. What about you?
I enjoy the game. We didn't play this for the first time until last week. Until, everybody's talking about this game. It's the buzz all over the gaming community, it seems. And I was curious what the buzz was about. So played it, and I think it's fine for what it is. There is nothing, mechanically, there is nothing exceptional about this game. This is fine for what it is. Mm-hmm. However, present company and a lot of y'all are not who this game is for. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way, in a sense that we can enjoy playing this for what it is. I'm not wanting these 2 hours back. I enjoyed spending this time. I enjoyed the theme. The production, like you said, is ridiculous in a good way. Ridiculous.
Yes,
it's crazy. I love the artwork. I love the flavor text. We didn't go over a lot of the flavor text that's on the bottom of the cards. It shows the habitats for where the birds are. And I think they're beautiful. I think it's done amazingly, presented in an amazingly great way.
Yeah.
However, who this is for those people that you spoke about. And what I mean by that is, it's an engine builder, but it's a basic engine builder, but it shows you engine building, and it presents it in such a refined and streamlined way that, look, you have 4 options on your turn. Start right to left, activate the cards when you do the action. Okay.
And it can be fun in that you're like, oh, I can build up and get these things,
100%.
burn cards.
And so what this does is, I think this is a amazingly good gateway for engine building.
Yes.
I think that this is also going to be a good game, as a lot of y'all have said in the Peanut Gallery, that a lot of y'all love playing this game with folks who are either new in the hobby, younger, or folks that just aren't in the hobby, parents or older, whatever, someone that's not in the hobby. I think this is going to do an amazingly good job of doing exactly that, which is what I think the goal of this game was.
Yeah.
Is there anything revolutionary here? Nope, not a thing. Have we all done this before in some form or fashion? Yup. However, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now, somebody asked, people compare this to Terraforming Mars. It's an engine builder. You're playing cards to your tableau.
It's about as much. You can compare this to Terraforming Mars as you can compare this to Race of the Galaxy.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. It's a very simplified, refined, streamlined, whatever word you want to use for it, tableau builder, engine builder. And I think it does a really good job for what it is. And the production quality is fantastic. Now on the flip side, things that I'm not super keen on. Now, we live in Boston. It's humid in Boston. It's not Miami, but still, the boards are warpy. They absolutely are. All of them are, and we fought with it for a number of minutes to try and get them to lay flat. Number one, that's probably the biggest issue I would see. The second thing is I don't like the I get that it's a lid for it and it's whatever. I just don't like plastic like that. It doesn't fit with the rest of this. You have wooden cubes, you have the wooden eggs, you have the really high-end quality cards, you've got the bird feeder, the chunky dice, and then this plastic piece. I understand, might as well make use of it, I get it, but it just doesn't feel like it fits. I will say though, the paper.
I know, it's so beautiful.
It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
It's nice to touch. But yeah.
My biggest issue with the game, besides the RNG, but again, like I said, you can kind of neglect that. The score at the end of the goal thing, it comes with a second side, and that side is, instead of being like a race to the most,
Oh, yeah.
it's just, did you do it? Cool. How many times did you do it? You get that many points.
Well, again, it's to simplify things. But
Yeah.
let's talk about the randomness in this game. The stream's been going now for an hour and 50 minutes, give or take a little bit. The game, realistically, the three of us, we'd bust this out in an hour.
Yeah.
Easy. I'm okay with the amount of randomness that is in this game, given the play length. I also know that there is a draft version, to a draft variant, to where your starting cards, you can draft. So pick one, choose, da-da-da-da-da, and then go from there. Just like any hand building card type thing where you have a hand of cards, that's always a variant. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
On my starting cards for my goal cards, I didn't really have good options for either one of them. So I just bet on the come as far as the historian card, birds named after a person. I think I saw 3. Possibly. And
That
one of which
definitely is
white
something
at
that
the
could
end.
happen.
And there was almost nothing that I could do about that.
But these are so low points. I don't think they're the game changer.
Agreed.
So you really can go somewhere else and make up those points and take
Agreed.
different
But
actions.
the randomness is there, just
Yes.
pointing it out.
True,
And
true.
and like Greg said, the RNG is, I mean, it's random is random, right?
Yeah, and I think it's better served if you don't bother fighting it and just let whatever comes to you work out the best that you can make it.
Lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those at home, RNG is. Go ahead. What's RNG? I don't know.
Oh, or a random number generator. The
Number
randomness.
generator. There you go.
Just
I know it's
drawing cards.
randomness,
Yeah.
but it's
So-
nice to say it out for
Sorry.
people
Yeah,
watching.
So, but yeah, I think the goal of this game, in my opinion, what Elizabeth and Stonemeyer were trying to do was make a beautifully produced gateway engine builder with a cool theme, which I love unique themes. I don't know there's a whole lot of like bird theme games out
No.
there. I think they nailed it
Yeah.
in that regard. If you're looking for a heavy strategy game, this ain't the game, but it doesn't try to be. So
But as Tony said, there needs to be more games out there than just really heavy brain-burning games, and so we need games like this too. Stop.
no, obviously, because the more people that games like this bring into the hobby, the more those people then some of those want to see what else is out there, and that's
Yeah.
where the heavy game comes from. So
Okay.
there you go. So that is Wingspan. So
Yeah.
thank you everybody for watching. Thank you Elizabeth for joining
Yes.
us as well. It was cool to see you in the Peanut Gallery. So thanks for hanging out. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe and join the multitude of new patrons that joined us. You can go to pledgehc.com,
Yeah.
support the show there. A
Get
couple
those patron-only benefits like
Slack channel and
Glory to Rome stream this week.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. The next stream is Wednesday. That is only for our $5 and
Patrons
up
only.
patrons. It is Bus. It is a Glory to Rome stream, meaning we don't self-edit in that stream.
Nope.
Not safe for work in that one. That's 9 p.m. on Wednesday.
Yes.
Other than that, we will be back Thursday with the Tramways expansion, Friday with On Mars, and Sunday, 1889. Pretty solid week, I would say.
A little bit.
I'm good.
All right, so thanks, everybody. I'm Edward.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Greg.
All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Happy Earth Day. That's it. We'll
Yes.
see y'all on Wednesday. Take care, y'all.